What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I want to start off with saying this, and as a man, I'm sure most of you men can agree. Women do not understand what it is that men are inherently looking for. They have a hard time with that, which is the reason why I believe you have so many single women in today's world. I think women understand what they want from men, but certainly do not understand what men like. And here lies the problem. Women typically behave on what they think men like. This is why when you talk to a lot of women, they ask you, or you ask them, well, what do you bring to the table? Well, I can bring babies to the table. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm independent. I have sex with you. You know, I can make you feel good. Those are the things that they feel that's important for themselves as a woman. But it doesn't really go over to what's important for that man. This is what I'm talking about, right? Now, with that being said, here's the issue of today. Many young ladies are going the BBL route. We know that BBLs are dangerous. It can instantly kill you. That fat can get pretty much is moving fat from one part of your body to another part of your body. And of course, you're seeing a lot of the singers do it, right? And in today's world, we talked about SZA the last week. Now we have a young lady by the name of Queen Naija, which is quite popular amongst women. I don't really do R&B music of today. But I want to play a small clip of her discussing what her worst decision is ever, and then we're going to come out.
What is one thing you wish you never did?
Ooh, one thing I wish I never did. I'm scared to say this. Got fat added to my butt.
So adding fat to your butt, you wish you'd have never did it?
Like not as much. I didn't think they was gonna do that much. Should just did like the tummy tuck and some shots on my booty.
Now, you know that I did go to medical school, so I want to give you a certain clip of why BBLs are dangerous, and then I'm going to come back again.
BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift, and essentially it is taking fat from a different part of your body and injecting it into the butt. And up until a few years ago, we thought that this was the safest way to enhance the buttocks. And as we know, our society and our culture, it's really focused on the derriere. Unfortunately, studies have now shown that it has the highest mortality rate, death rate, in all of plastic surgery. There was a study that showed that literally 1 in 3,000 women who undergo this surgery die from it.
And these are healthy pre-screened women. So these aren't
healthy,
like
these are young women,
folks.
and often they're young women of color who want to undergo this operation. So I don't think that it's not a safe operation. I think there are unsafe ways to perform it. And in general, there are plastic surgeons around the country who do, that's almost all they do is Brazilian butt lifts. And they do it very safely because they know where you can inject the fat, which is in the subcutaneous layer, which is above the muscle, and where you don't inject the fat, which is below the muscle. But where I caution patients is to be very careful if the person who's doing it on you is not a true expert in it. You don't want somebody dabbling in your butt. You want only a true expert to do it, because when somebody's dabbling and they don't know those planes very well, that's when people die. And I describe it as kind of like the Death Star, where like you get these 2 missiles that go right to the right part of the Death Star, and the Death Star whole thing blows up. That's what a fat embolism can be, is you get fat that is injected into a blood vessel and it goes right to your heart and your lungs, and you die like that.
Again, shout out to Dr. Mike. Now, let's kind of go back in and put this into perspective, if we can, family. These young ladies are trying to look a certain way. Number one, who are they trying to impress? I don't know. Maybe it's the fans. I don't think, and most of their fans are female. So what I would know as a woman is like, well, are women buying your albums because you have a big butt? I don't think so. you are wearing this sort of stuff because you're trying to have access to a certain group of men. And typically when I look at these ladies that deal with these kind of, that want to have these sort of procedures, what are the kind of men that they're dealing with? They are dealing with men that they're eventually going to complain about. This is imperative to understand. This is very inherent. They are going to get a man who, number one, I mean, on the outside, they're going to think he looks good, for sure. But he's going to be, you know, the opposite of her. Tattoos, you know, he's going to bring that kind of swag to the area for them. But he's not going to be able to do anything. That man is not going to be a builder. That man is not going to be competent. And he'll be sexually attractive to her. But as Bobby Blue Bland used to sing further on up the road, she's not going to respect this guy. She's going to be upset that she's even dealing with a guy like that. I'm telling you, it always happens. So then what you have just done is you have attracted a bold-faced loser. That's what you've attracted, all right? I'm not calling that particular guy, I don't know him. But in most cases, these ladies are attracting these guys who are losers. Now, once they basically attract these losers, they complain about these guys. And then the whole thing is, you know, you black men didn't do X, Y, and Z. You black men are not doing this. You black men are not doing that. You black men haven't done this or that. It is your fault why I don't have this or that. That's what you hear. Okay? You hear this over and over again. Instead of working on something, because she was kind of bad looking lady, instead of working on yourself in the gym, or better yet, working on your attitude, or working on your disposition, or upgrading your standards such that a man would respect you, then you wouldn't have to worry about this. But now you do. Now you do. And it's all about everything else except for your behavior. Look at most people that are rich men's wives or valuable men's wives. None of them have BBLs. And these women are pretty much putting themselves out there to the worst available kind of guys. Because only certain kind of guys like women with plastic butts like that. These guys typically, I mean, like, who's going to take, you know, if you have a woman that has a BBL, let's say if it's badly done, can you take her to your mother? Like, hey, mom, this is my wife. To a business meeting? No, you're going to be looking out of place. People are going to lose respect for you. You see? This is the problem. And this is the issue. This is the issue. And until you get that, what are you going to get? Problem after problem after problem after problem after problem after problem. Then you're going to suffer your health issues. Again, more problems after problems to problems. And then you're still not going to have a man. That's the fundamental thing here. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.